lost, forgotten, clutching to a Walkman. Took a wrong turn down the wrong road, I'm kinda lost. A collision occurred, my vision was blurred. Caught between the minister's words and living absurd. This was about the time I started clinging to words and ideas. They removed me from the madness I was living on earth. And I was in the worst of situations. I was disciplined with force and even worse, intimidation. Didn't really know love, but in search of its simulation. Learn to really live when I learned life is what you make it. Follow your dreams, do what's true to your soul. Life is for the taking. The question is, are you taking control? I'm breaking the mold. I speak to the young and the old, about to break you off and leave you one for the soul. When the road gets rough and you wanna collapse, keep telling yourself, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. I keep telling myself, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. I keep telling myself.
Pessimism kill me daily, words fracture my skull. Take a walk outside of myself down a candlelit hall. I hated looking in the mirror, the cracks in its flaws. Planted a seed of doubt until the panic evolved. My family's seen it. My behavior's obsessed, and by the age of 15 I was manic depressed. I sought therapy. I felt it was best to let another read my book with the observer effect. He noticed pages that were burnt and titles that were filled, describing characters that in the end were always killed. I asked a lot of questions, but my answers he would find would solve the questions that I'm asking, and I'm wasting time. He told me that my passive heart needs to meet my brains at a central station, relocating all my pain. That train of thought I ride until they close the tracks. Words blowing in the wind, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. I keep telling myself, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. I keep telling myself.
The rain reverses its direction and the drops drip up. The puddles funnel through the alleyways, ascending towards the sun. The umbrellas all collapse when the clouds whisk away, and the dead start to rise from the freshly dug graves. The stresses of the day, all worry of the past, but the arm that you broke is now back in a cast. The friends that you knew are all gone and replaced with a series of strangers with a similar face. And then you're dead, living back in the blackness. The memories to balance you, a consciousness is backless. And then you're back in action in a fraction of a second. No memories collected, but your learning is stupendous. To live you must learn, and to learn you must fail. You learned it at an early age, which helped you to prevail. And now you're successful with all you could ask for. A sight to see that this too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. I keep telling myself, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. I keep telling myself.
Constant change, snow, sun and rain, happiness and pain, stress on the brain, ocean waves crashing, plates smashing the terrain. Go from obscurity to fame, from insecurity to confidence, from peace to dropping bombs again. In the end, it's the life cycle, breathing the oxygen, caught in the moment. The music is fluid, wide open movement, soothing the soul. Move with control, the truth that you hold is proof of your role. Choose your road, go against the grain or go with the flow. If it's possible, it's probable, believe it is plausible. In this case, it's audible. As it comes to pass, something new arises. Dead ends are doorways to destination in more ways than imagination can muster. Life with no buffer, it'll touch and bless and crush you. Misfortune or abundance, busting at the seams. Things as they seem, entrapped in the scheme. In the bad dream until you wake up and break up in decay as each day passes. Like a blunt in a circle, now take two and pass it.
This too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. I keep telling myself, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. I keep telling myself.